Hi everyone, good morning. This is Teacher Karen and I will be your English teacher for today. Today, I'm going to give you some tips on how to speak English fluently. I know that some are already pretty good in reading and writing, but when it comes to speaking, we are not that confident. Am I right? What are some of the tips to overcome that fear in speaking? I believe that everyone needs to get better in speaking English language. So today, we are going to know some tips on how to do it. The first tip is the listening game. Listen to some audiobooks and of course, listen to some words or sentences every time that you are watching a movie. It is your weapon in speaking English language. Listening is a tool. Through listening, you will know the correct pronunciation of the words. And if you're not exposed to a language, it is difficult for you to learn to speak in English. Remove your fear and anxiety. Listening is a tool. If you start listening in English, you will also think in English. Listen as much as possible to words or English words over and over again. There's a listening tool in a Merriam dictionary. So if you're not sure of how the words is being or the words are being pronounced, you can check it out by just simply tapping the mic icon on that tool or that dictionary. So that's the first tip, listening. Second tip, write. Some will say I'm already good in writing. Then that's pretty good. It's good news. But for those who are beginners in writing, it would really help a lot if you know how to write in English. How can someone even speak in English if they can't even think and write in English? Correct? So start writing in English. Ask people help to correct the way you write in English. You may ask help from your teachers, from your classmates, and of course from your friends, or even, of course, your parents. And let them know if you have improved in your writing. Okay, so that's the second tip, right? I know you're already familiar with the first two tips, listening and writing. Now, I'm going to give you the third tip, which is imitation. What does it mean? You see, a lot of us learn through imitation. For example, if we want to learn how to cook, how do we do that? We imitate our mother while she's cooking, or we imitate the how-to videos in YouTube. We watch and we imitate. The same thing in speaking a language. Say if you watch a movie and you listen to some words which are unfamiliar to you, you can pause the movie that you're watching and try to imitate the words spoken by the character in that movie. And ask yourself, what is it again? Imitate the words spoken. And I know that some of us do not do this when we are learning to speak English. But when it comes to speaking Korean language, we do it right away. We often say, 안녕하세요, 엄마, 오빠, to some of our friends. That's how we learn to speak the language. You imitate it, but when we try to speak in English, we are somehow afraid to imitate because might be shy or think people will laugh at us, right? So just don't be afraid and just go for it. There's no harm in trying. All right. So that's the third tip, imitate. Now, the fourth and last tip is actually fun. Basically, you are just going to play with your phone, a regular Android phone, and just make sure you are connected to an internet. You are going to look for the speech to text function tool in your phone. So what is this tool? Actually, it is a tool that will help you type words in your phone without actually pressing any button or typing into your screen. All you have to do is speak and your phone will type it for you. Now, why is it a good tool in speaking English? That is because if your phone cannot recognize the words you are saying, you are probably saying it wrong, right? So it's a great way for you to correct your pronunciation and better in English. All you need to do is listen what you're saying, and of course you have to speak the words and your phone will do it for you. Now with this speech to text function tool in your phone, you can actually level it up. You can get a book and then try to find a passage or an excerpt and try to read it aloud. Check if you are doing the right thing using this technology. It's for free. So just devote time for you to read aloud and practice, practice, practice. So that's a bit of a tip for today. And I hope you learned something new. And to give you a recap on those tips, the first one is listen. Listen to audiobooks and listen attentively while you are watching movies. Second is write. Learn to have fun in writing. Write phrases and sentences and paragraphs. Third is imitate. Imitate what you hear. And lastly, fourth one, use the speech to text function tool of your phone. These tips will actually help you speak in English fluently. So that's it. I hope you learned something new today. Thank you everyone for watching. Again, this is Teacher Karen saying, never stop learning. Every day is a new day to learn something new. Have a great day. Bye. Until next time.